Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of the NIWFA TV, the weekly review show of the Northern Ireland Women's Football Association.
Nothing beats a good trophy presentation, and this is exactly what we've got for you on today's show.
Indeed, this week our featured game sees us heading off to Lisburn for the game between Ballymacash Young Ladies and Kilmore Rec.
With Ballymacash having already secured the league title a few weeks ago, this game provided them with the chance to conclude what has been a memorable first season for the club, with the chance to go through the entire league season unbeaten. But would Kilmore Rec spoil the party? Here's the highlights.
So Colin, what do you think of the win for Ballymacash Young Ladies?
Yeah, very impressive. They showed very clearly last night why they are league champions. I thought they were obviously well in control of the game, scored 5 goals without response, solid performance by the defence, solid performance up front, and overall very good. And up front they've got a good forward in Chloe Glover, scored 2 more goals last night. I mean, she's the top scorer in South too, so yeah, it's been a good year for them.
Yeah, strong game overall, I thought.
Yeah, very much so. They are a good side. I mean, they went right through the whole season unbeaten, which is remarkable, to be honest. For a club in their first season, that's a fantastic return. As to how they're improving that, I don't know, but they must be absolutely delighted at the club. So well done them. And of course, they've got a cup final to come as well. So Another couple of weeks, and they've got the South 2 Cup final against Belfast, which I think will be a cracking game of football.
I think it will be an interesting game, yeah.
They're both very, very good sides, so I'm looking forward to a really good final for that one.
Yeah, so am I. We should take a trip up and watch it.
I might be there. I probably will be, let's be honest about it.
After the game, we caught up with Ballymacash, Becky, Moore and Chloe Glover, who were understandably thrilled by their win. But first, let's hear from Kilmore Rec, Heather Lyons.
I think we played alright. We didn't play the best of our ability. It just wasn't connecting for us. But we gave it our all, and Ballymacash played a good game. Compared to last season, we've came a long way. It's all about development with our manager. Develop. I think we've achieved that so far this season, but we can only go up from here.
It was important for us to go in unbeaten. You don't want to be winning the league in your last game of the season and going out and not performing. We started off a bit slow and then finished off banging the goals in like we have done all season.
Well, to be honest, I didn't actually, and there was all this hype that we weren't going to do well and stuff, but you've got 4 solid people at the back that don't concede regularly, and you've got Chloe up front, Mitch, brilliant attacking players. Honestly, I would say that no. I think that we were just, I don't mean to sound, too over the top, but we were just brilliant. I think tonight we're going to celebrate, focus on tonight's game, and then we'll take each game as it comes with a friendly, so we'll be all hands on deck for the final, and hopefully we'll go out and do the job.
This season saw the NIWFA League entering into a really exciting partnership with children's charity Bernardo's.
As many of you may already know, our league chairperson Rosie McKee has a real passion for the work that Bernardo's does and fostering in general. So with this in mind, we invited Rosie into our studio to chat about what all is being involved in being a foster care, and here's what she had to say.
Rosie, Bernardo's are obviously one of our partners this year. I know it's something you're very, very passionate about in terms of fostering. Do you want to tell us a little about how you first got involved in it? Because I know you're involved obviously in fostering.
Well, it was a friend that I was working with as a teacher, and she started fostering the process, and she needed a reference, so I obliged. And when I was talking to the social worker, he started saying about how you could be single and foster, and I was ignorant because I just assumed you had to be in a relationship or married, and I didn't realise that was possible. So we started talking about possibilities, and 5.5 years later I've been fostering.
There you go. You must have obviously some doubts in yourself, can I do this?
Definitely, and I still do at times, but it doesn't have to be full time, so that's another myth that I thought that it had to be all the time, but I foster respite, and it's now it used to be once a month, and now it's 2 weekends a month and sometimes more, especially at holiday time.
Okay.
So it can be very difficult and challenging, so you need to be very flexible, and I think that comes from football. Not sure where you're playing some nights and what the times are, so it's being able to show resilience when times are tough and you're having a bad game. With fostering, it's like that, where there can be a lot of red tape and it can be quite stressful, and you just think, why am I doing this? But then the whole buzz, the giving back and making a difference in somebody else's life is just amazing.
Awesome, yeah. In terms of qualities needed, what would you define as the qualities needed to be a foster?
There's millions. We could be here all night, but mainly to sum up, keeping calm, which is a difficult one, but using the discipline from football, where you're told, you're maybe given a position by your coach and you're not used to it and you don't want to do it, but you just have to believe in your coach and they trust you and give it a go, and not panic. The resilience I mentioned, that's very important, that you'll have issues, so it's bouncing back from that, and with football, giving it another go next week. And finally, teamwork. Yeah. Definitely teamwork. So I started off single whenever I began the fostering journey, and now I have a partner, Sue O'Neill, who really helps. So there's times where I'm tired and I maybe can't do something, and she'll say, well, I'll do it and take over. Also family and friends, you don't have to do it all by yourself. Yes, there will be times when you're independent, but it's that network, and I find that through football, there's just a really strong network there. People will help when you ask for it. Yeah. I've noticed myself on the social media of how the girls are encouraging each other if there's they're injured. You know, there's a lot of positive messages sent across, and also coming up to cup final week, they've been organising friendlies and encouraging each other and supporting each other. And I think that's why the football and the fostering work together.
Seems a natural fit really between the football and the fostering.
I think so. It's like a marriage, because there's going to be difficult times, but it can work, and there's such a buzz from it. It really is magical, and it's worth looking into.
Yeah, very, very positive story there. So if you'd like to find out some more about fostering through Barnardo's, there's a little link accompanying this video today. It's just in the comments below, so feel free to go there, just click on the link and you'll get some more information. So Éadaoin, not long now to go before the end of the NIWFA season, and no more NIWFA TV. I guess you're going to miss me lots over the break.
You'll not be able to get your present now.
Well, I can get you in once more before the end of the series.
We'll see what happens.
See what happens. Play it by ear. You'll survive without me somehow, I'm sure.
I know, I'm dreading already.
I know, well, withdrawal symptoms. Anyhow, it's time now to have a look around the rest of the results from the NIWFA Leagues.
The big news this week comes from North 1, where Armagh City Ladies only managed a 1-1 draw with Mid Ulster. This means the Crew United Ladies are the winners of North 1, so massive well done to them from everyone here at the NIWFA TV. Also in North 1, Foyle Bells and Colin also fought out a 1-1 draw. In the Championship, East Belfast Ladies moved into second place in the table, following a great win over recently crowned champions Kilmore Rec. At the other end of the table, Lurgan Ladies lost 2-1 to Lisburn, a result which means they will now take on Kelly Rangers in next week's massive fixture, which will now decide who finishes bottom of the championship for the season. In the final game, Ballymena All-Stars drew 2-2 with Kilmore.
In South 1, there were fine away wins for Ballymacash Ladies, who defeated Downpatrick, PSNI Ladies, who defeated Belfast Celtic, and Bangor Ladies, who defeated St James's Swifts. As we saw earlier, there was a fine win for Ballymacash Young Ladies in South 2, which means that they complete their season unbeaten. So well done, Ballymacash. Elsewhere, there was a fine win for Dromara Village Ladies, who defeated Banbridge Town 4-3. In the North 2 division, Larne Ladies continued their recent fine run of form, defeating Carnmoney Ladies Athletic 4-1. That result puts them back on top of the table, meaning that title for that division will be decided next week when they take on Chimney Corner Ladies in a winner-takes-all decider. In the Under-19 division, Linfield Swifts concluded their season unbeaten, following a fine 3-1 win over Crusaders Strikers Reserves. After the game, the Swifts were presented with the league trophy. So well done to everybody from Linfield Swifts.
Girls, well done. No!
Elsewhere, there was a fine win for Cliftongill Grundians, who defeated Glentoran Women Reserves 3-2. So that brings us to the end of NIWFA Television episode 16.
As ever, thank you so much for watching today's show and for your ongoing support for women's football in Northern Ireland.
We will see you next time, but between now and then, don't forget, girls get football.